After the magnetic clasp is installed, next we sew this side. Segments needed to sew the sides. We'll take this bag 3.5 times the length. When sewing one side, we can take 3.5 times first. If it's too much, we can make some adjustments here. Now I've taken 3.5 times the line. To start stitching, it's best when we sew from this one longer this side. Start sewing this corner of. We can start while sewing. The first hole passes through the first hole. After passing through, we're going to leave some thread outside. Then we use the first hole. Go through the second hole. Cross-stitching, because this place is easy to break. So when we cross-sew, even if it breaks, it won't affect. Be a little slower when sewing this position, because it is vulnerable. We sew from the first hole to the second hole. After crossing once, we also need to cross over again from the second hole position to the first. That is, from the second hole on this side, sew to the first hole here. Cross back like this. Cross it twice in this position and sew it. In that case, we can be better. Hide the grid inside it. Also plays a reinforcing role. Tighten it a little after sewing it. Then we go in sequence. The hole position is aligned with the hole position to sew. Pass through the second hole from the second hole. This is the second hole. Let's go through it again. As long as you can hide the plastic mesh inside for it. Just fine. Next is sewn by aligning the holes in sequence. Then during the sewing process, it's okay to hide our thread inside. Okay, I won't cover up the process behind it. It is a hole position aligned with the hole position to sew. Let's take a look when we sew here. Now I have sewn to this position. We put this location around the corner. Sew it, and we're going to sew this position twice. Once and then once more. Reinforce it. We just started from this position, sew all the way to this position. Then the next step is to thread a needle through each hole. Lead the line here. Simply sew them in sequence. So I'll go through it quickly. Now I have put the line. Go from here to the corner here. Next we'll put them together. Corner to corner holes to sew them up. We can sew this hole twice. Be careful when sewing it again. Be a little lighter. It's smaller because it's sewn so many times around the corner. Don't break the grid for it. Especially when it's cold, it will be more brittle. After sewing once, let's sew again. Pass it slowly, don't use brute force. Okay, now we've got 2 stitches around the corner. Next, as before, stitch through each hole once. Sew the thread to this position. I skipped the process. Let's take a look when we get here. Now I have sewn the position of the last 2 holes. We can sew these 2 holes once. After sewing the penultimate hole once, then we start from the second hole. Sew to the first hole. Cross-stitch like this. Then from the first hole is sewn to the second hole. Cross it again.
So like this.
If we don't hide well here, we can sew one more time. The purpose is to hide this position. Of course, when you sew, you can also spread the thread out a little bit. This way you can cover it up with just a single round of stitching. Okay. And when I finished, I ended up going back 2 or 3 stitches. Sew back 2 or 3 stitches. Reinforce it. Finally, I put this line. Hide in the nearest grid. This is black, this is black. Let's hide here. If this is black, this one too, this one is black. Let's hide in this side. Then we hide it in the nearest grid. Like this. Then cut it off. This is the stitch on our side. Just sew like this. Then the other side. We stitched it up the same way. It's okay, remember to start from the long side. Sew in this position. I just took a little too much line, so when sewing this side, take 3 times the bag body. That's okay. Now our bag is just this side, and this side needs to be sewn. Let's sew this edge. They all sew the same way. We sew this edge. If you take the line, take this one, the distance to be sewn, this length. Cut a length of thread 3.5 to 4 times the length to be sewn. The first time you sew, you can take 4 times. Then you can adjust it later. If there are more lines left, after taking the thread, we will now sew. We can do it from the back, hide this thread from it, from here. Thread the needle through and out of here. When you go in from this side through here, come out of here. The suggestion is to hide the thread on the back. Go through, hide this thread on the back and press it. That's it, this location. Then we can start sewing. When sewing, we use our hands. Go and hold this back. Don't pull it out, the first 2 stitches. We can sew it up properly. We start from the last hole. Just the last hole in this row. Also the first hole, sew it like this. Pull lightly when sewing. Don't use brute force. Sew over. Then we're going to hold here and pull this thread. Pull it tight. We can sew the holes in sequence. The first few stitches are best to hold it tight when we sew. Don't bring this thread out when we sew. Then we sew 2 or 3 stitches. We can sew normally. The hole position is aligned with the hole position to sew. Sew this one for it. It has now been sewn to the last 2 holes. Sew them. Okay. After the last stitch is done, we hide the thread on the back as usual. Maybe this will be better. After hiding it, you can cut off the thread. Okay, some lines left. It's okay to take less. 3.5 times is enough. Then this side, just sew it in the same way. I skipped this process. Everyone uses the same method to sew this edge. You can take a line segment 3.5 times the sewing distance to sew. Now this bag, we've already sewn what we need to sew. Next, I will install this accessory. How to install accessories? It is the same as the installation method of our magnetic buckle. Find the right place for it to go through. Don't go through the thread. Same on the back. Straighten it out. Then we're going to put these 2 irons, push them together. We need to pay attention when pressing. Don't press it all at once. Make it as beautiful as possible. So we're going to cover it with this thread. Press. Cover this thread. It will be more beautiful. Then this is the same when pressed. Let's pick this one up first. Press again. Cover it with thread. This way the installation will be more beautiful.
In this way, our bag is completed.
Finally install our shoulder straps to these sides. Just okay.